Do you know what the worst thing is about a good life? It stops us having a great life. Oh my God. I see so many people, especially over the last few years, selling themselves short. Comfort is killing us. It's like convenience and comfort. It's like, I get it. You know, the last few years rattled a lot of people. However, it's time to come out of that little bloody cocoon you wrapped yourself in and get into life again. Our sedentary lives, our reliance on crap foods that people comforted themselves with over the last few years, that not getting out there and being physical enough is shortening our lives. The reality is that a comfortable life has got people trapped and it's absolutely killing us. So this podcast, I want to talk about getting out of your bloody comfort zone and get a great life, not just a comfortable life. Let's go. So the sedentary trap is real. And I get it, you know, the years 20, 21, 22, when people were made to isolate all around the world, people got out of their normal routines, whether it was to go to gym or do exercise in certain ways, all those things. And people have created a more sedentary lifestyle since. Plus, you sit in your comfy car to go to work, or you sit on the comfortable train to go to work, or whatever. We spend so much time sitting. And that lack of movement has serious health consequences. Like, seriously, guys, it's crazy. Obesity and heart disease and weight-related things and cancers and diabetes, they're all influenced by our bodies not moving enough. You know, our bodies need to move. They need to function. And so many functions happen through our movement. They really do. But our lifestyles don't lend to a physical life nowadays. I think about us as a kid. We were always, it was like mum would be like, just be home by dark. And at dark, she'd be yelling at the door saying, get inside, because we'd be out there running around with our mates. And I look at kids nowadays, it's a wildly different life. It really is. And so when we have all these extra times, whether you're a kid or an adult or an oldie, it doesn't matter where you are, long periods of sitting. Okay, so even me, my desk in my office, I have a standing desk because I know sitting at work is a trap. Standing desks are so much more useful for our bodies. Otherwise, we end up weakening our muscles, slowing our metabolism, and just taxing all our body systems. So it's time to move our ass again and live. Think about it. If you haven't been moving as much as you have in the past, get off your ass today. Even if it's 10 minutes, 10 minutes walking through your lunch break is a start. Just start. Now, the next one is convenience food. So diets are interesting. That's the best way to put it at the moment. And people favor convenience. I get it. Where we live busy, productive lives. I choose to have a productive life over a busy life. However, I still take the time, I make the time to grow the majority of my veggies and also to cook, you know, a whole foods, really good meal, you know, once, twice a day, 3 times a day, depending on what my routine is, but it's not negotiable. And I love it. I walk out into my garden and pick the things I need right there and then. And it's amazing. It's closer to nature, where the convenience foods are higher in, you know, all the refined and processed bloody crap, you know, sugars and salts and crappy fats and crappy carbs. It's just a reality. So it doesn't mean we don't go without them. I'm all about, you know, living close to nature 80% of the time. But we've seen the rise in obesity, the rise in weight gain, the rise in mental health issues, the rise in so many different ailments that are lifestyle related over the last few years. And our eating patterns are a part of it. No, we're not moving our bodies properly enough. Yes, we also, and no, we're not eating close to nature enough the majority of the time. You know, I saw a study this week about how the fiber in great vegetables, for instance, is needed for long-term health. It's one of the biggest markers to help reduce the taxing on our telomeres. Telomeres are the little kind of capsules inside our chromosomes where our DNA lives. And the telomeres are the little tips on the end. It's like a shoelace, the little protective part of a shoelace. And there's studies showing now how people are having less fiber in their diet, and it's making them age fast. Crazy. Eat your bloody vegetables. I'm serious. It's just crazy. the things that we're doing at the moment to make it comfortable and make it easy. And it's just taking us off this planet faster or making us more ill as we age. And that's not cool. So there's lots of implications physically, but also mentally. So let's talk about mental health for a moment. I'm working on my new book at the moment. I've got a chapter in there about mental health and loneliness and things, because it was coming before the pandemic. It got absolutely exacerbated during the pandemic. So with the rise of things like social media, people are connected, so to speak, scrolling. However, studies are showing they are more lonely than they've ever been. Now, then add in those years of 2020, 21, 22, when people were isolated, for instance, from their communities and families through the lockdowns and stuff of the pandemic. It escalated. It was like the perfect storm. It was already brewing. Social media brought a lot of it in. More people are having anxiety and depression and feelings of loneliness. It's huge. And they're spending more time switching off, whether they're watching YouTubes or scrolling or watching Netflix or whatever. That binge kind of culture has really come in. And social media let it. It's so easy to go down. I've done it. It's so easy to go down that rabbit hole and scroll for 15 minutes or half an hour or a bloody hour. I've done it mindless sometimes. Nowadays I actually set an alarm so that when I get on social media, I get in, do my thing, and I get out. I had to do that as a discipline so that I don't go down that rabbit hole, because I know how taxing it is on my mental health. The comparison game, it messes with I find it messes with so many emotions, and talking to so many clients, it does with them as well. So if you want to do things like, maintain a mental clarity and an emotional resilience to be able to hang on to life, all that time that we spend going down the rabbit hole on things like social media and YouTubes and Netflix and just that, is time we're taking away from actually doing things that can feed us good energy. So I want to talk into breaking the comfort zone. Here is 4 or 5 things that I do to help me have a great life versus a good life. That's it. So first is we've got to be able to break free the grips of comfort. It's time to actually get uncomfortable. It's time to prioritize your health and vitality over convenience. Oh, here we go. So the first one is to do something different. Do something different. Oh my God. A new hobby. Learn anything. I don't care what it is. Like I'm learning ukulele. I spent a year last year learning Spanish. Set a physical challenge. If you find a local parkrun group and go for a 5K walk. You don't have to go and run. Do something. If you're a runner and you've never tried yoga, try yoga. If you're a yoga person and you've never tried running, try running. Do something to mix it up. Volunteer. Dance naked in your city, your city square. I don't care. Actually, no, don't do that. But do something different. That's the first. If we just keep doing the same stuff we've been doing, we keep getting the same, which is a good life. Oh, yeah, it's great. Yeah, I've got a good life. What if you had a great life? Oh my gosh, what if you had a great life? You can, but you've got to mix things up. We need to move more. And, studies show by 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise a week, whether it's walking, cycling, swimming, doing weights, things like that, whatever, we need to move our body in some way every day, preferably weight-bearing exercise. So remember things like your Tai Chis and your yogas and your Qigongs, they're all weight-bearing exercise. I go surfing. It's doing those kind of things physically. We want to do something to just move our vibe. Yes. Are we going to get all the physical health benefits? Yes. But just imagine, how good you feel after you've been out and done something. It's time to lift our vibe. It really is. Choose whole foods. Live close to nature 80% of the time. 80% of the time. If you're addicted to sugar, knuckle down. Just even if you went for sugar-free for 1 week. 1 week. 1 week. Just try it. Doesn't mean you go without fruit. Fruit's natural sugar, close to nature, all good. Give up the refined and processed sugars. 1 week. You don't have to do it for forever. Do it for 1 week. If you drink alcohol, what if you just did 1 week? 1 week. That's all. Do something different. If you're a big meat eater, think about bringing in some plant-based diets. Choose to do something different. We have to mix things up. A really important one is to practice mindfulness. We need to bring mindfulness into our day. It's like paying out attention to what our body's really feeling. Your body's giving you signals all day, every day. But when we're so in life, we don't listen to the signals. So whether it's the signals of hunger, you're inhaling your lunch at work, you're not even realizing you've eaten your lunch. You're eating at your desk, probably. That's what so many people do. It doesn't work. What if you listen to your body? Slow down and eat. Listen to fullness. Listen to hunger. Listen to when your body is under stress. Eating slowly, one tiny little thing. And I've been an inhaler in the past in such big ways. It's been crazy. And it's been a discipline for me to teach myself to not inhale my food. And at least nowadays, if I do notice that I'm inhaling, I'll stop and pause between each mouthful. And then I get to really savor the flavors that are in that meal. And then the last one is to stop being so bloody cynical. For real, go and talk to a stranger. Seriously, this loneliness epidemic is real and people are so disconnected. What if you were just a good human being and showed up for other people in the world? When I go out for a walk with the dog, I say hello to everybody, school kids, old people, young people, I don't care. I say hello to everybody. If I'm not even just walking the dog, when I'm out and about, my mum taught me that. I know when I was younger, it used to drive me nuts that mum would say good day to everyone. Well, do you know what? It's an absolute power move. People are doing that. Oh, but they'll be dicks or they'll respond badly or something like that. No, they won't. If you're just kind and speak from your heart and go, hi, how you going? That's all. You're not waiting for a response back, but you genuinely want to look them in the eye and just go, good day. That's it. Oh my gosh, you could make their day. You could make the day. Stop thinking the world is operating against you. It's actually working for you. But these last few years, people have become so resigned and cynical and think it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Life's good. Yep. Life's good. Oh, I'm carrying a few more kilos, or yeah, look, I'm not as fit as I was in the past, or yeah, it's all right. Life's good. What if life was great? I dare you, I really dare you to try on even one of these things I've spoken about in this podcast. Mix it up. It really is important because comfort is killing us. It's time to do something different.